Good morning, members here. I'm Pastor Gene Pettit, and I was brought here this morning to speak because I normally don't come down to the county commissioners' meetings. We are respectable that you guys have been moved into office or elected into office to do what you need to do and are called to do. But unfortunately, I feel that we need to babysit some of you guys. And I say that kind of loosely because I don't want to be disrespectful, but at the same time, the Lord has brought me to speak to three things here this morning that affect everything we do. Some of you are going to disagree with that, but that's okay. We have a country where we can still disagree to this point in time. I want to speak to morality, character, and sin. All three affect decision makings in our community. We talk about one nation under God. Well, what God is that we serve? Because a fool says in his heart, there is no God. And you can say, well, Pastor, that's your opinion. No, our founding fathers set course on this nation with biblical standards that are in this book, the Bible. They thought it well to look at morality, character, and sins. Unfortunately, our country has gotten sick into sins, which affect our morals, our decision-making, our characters, what we do. Some of you are getting really uncomfortable with this, and you should get uncomfortable because it affects your decision-making and what you're doing. If you were to come to me as a pastor and say, Pastor, you know what? I want to join in this union. That's not a holy union of God. It's my job to correct that. The Bible speaks of one man and one woman very clearly. But our nation has gotten sick with sin, and we're acceptable of that. But I'm going to back up, and I'm not going to pick on just one individual. Because morals go to stealing, contracts, and things that we do, decision-making. Speaks to our character and how we were raised. Do we have godly character, as our founding fathers had? They thought it was well to come before God and pray. Bring those decisions before Him, bring those decisions before others, and then make a course of action. Some of you are going to make decisions this morning on actions. Where does that come from? Does it come from a good, godly, moral character? Or does it come from man? There's an old saying back on the farm, what's down in the well will come up in the bucket. So I ask you this morning, what's down in your heart? Because it says in the Gospel of John 7:38, Jesus said, come on to me if you want living water. And out of your bellies, out of your heart will flow rivers of living water. So I ask you, what's in there? I don't mean to pick on you. I would love to speak to any one of you at a different time and place because Jesus loves you, but He doesn't love the sin you're in. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. May I have the next person who would wish to address the commission step forward to the podium? And
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Reynolds.
I've been sitting and listening to this for several months now. And the only thing I can say is if you're willing to come up and speak kindly, freely, and not discriminate, not show discrimination against anybody on this board or anybody in this audience, you are welcome to join us. However, a lot of the comments I'm hearing are borderlining on discrimination and personal beliefs that are not welcome, in my opinion, in this office. If you want to be professional, if you want to be unbiased, and you want to provide your opinion and not discriminate on anybody on this board, I am happy to hear you. But if you're going to bring discrimination and accusations about our personal beliefs, okay, which we are entitled to based on the First Amendment and the Constitution of the United States, I don't welcome it. I don't want it, and I don't want to hear it personally. That's my speaking. I'm not speaking for the board. But you think about, I don't come to your organization, and I don't accuse you of anything personal, and I don't appreciate you accusing us of anything personal either. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Reynolds. No, sir. We're going to move on. May I please have the next person approach the podium and address the commission? Good morning, Mr. Rendler.